Monica Lewinsky was long a subject of ridicule for the American public over her sexual relationship with former President Bill Clinton, both of whom were the subjects of his sensationalized 1998 impeachment trial. Lewinsky, then a 21-year-old White House intern, found herself unwillingly thrust into the spotlight of American politics and muckraking. Many blamed her, rather than Clinton, for the ensuing scandal, despite the overwhelming power inequity between a young intern and an older world leader.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Though Clinton was ultimately acquitted by members of Congress and was able to recover from it relatively unscathed, Lewinsky was hardly as fortunate. In the ensuing years, Lewinsky was largely stigmatized and driven into reclusion, going so far as to flee the US for Europe, finding herself unable to gain steady employment for years due to the Clinton scandal. In 2014, Lewinsky decided to regain autonomy and agency in her own story, chronicling the personal fallout from the 1998 impeachment trial in a lauded essay for Vanity Fair. After that, Lewinsky entered a new era, in which the public that had once repudiated her suddenly regarded her as a feminist icon nearly 3 years before the Me Too movement gained ground. Now, it seems Lewinsky will once again enter the public discourse with the debut of Ryan Murphy's third season of American Crime Story, which centers on Lewinsky. But what part does she have in it all? In an August 25th exclusive with The Hollywood Reporter, Lewinsky shared her experiences serving as a producer in Impeachment, American Crime Story, the third iteration of Murphy's anthology series. Alongside actor Beanie Feldstein, who was cast as Lewinsky for the project, the current anti-bullying activist apologized beforehand for how many times she would potentially use the words weird and surreal during her interview with the magazine, simply because, for Lewinsky, it's hard to describe it otherwise. While Lewinsky expressed faith in Feldstein's ability to portray her during one of the more traumatic and fraught periods of her life, the Impeachment American Crime Story producer explained during her Hollywood Reporter interview how the evolution of the scripted project has, at times, created a sense of dissonance, saying, "I'm very lucky to be in Beanie's hands in that way, but it's very challenging. There are many moments where I'm transported to a memory from the show. But also, there's the kind of bizarreness that when we relive a memory in our head, we don't see ourselves." Despite it all, Lewinsky, who has been known at times to regard her own past with a mix of both courage and humor, stated that this time around, she's prepared for what may come after Impeachment American Crime Story premieres in September. She told The Hollywood Reporter, "The first time that there was all this attention on the story, in 1998, I wasn't prepared in any way. And now there's going to be a lot of attention on this story again. But I'm in a very different place in my life. I just turned 48. I've now been a public person for half my life. So, we'll see." While Lewinsky expressed the challenging nature of not only reliving but recreating one of the most painful phases of her life as a producer for American Crime Story, she also approached it with a sense of integrity and a desire for sticking to the facts, even if they portray her in an unflattering light. One of those particular incidents happens to be a moment that led to the consummation of Lewinsky and former President Bill Clinton's sexual relationship, an explicit flirtation on the part of Lewinsky, in which she lifted her jacket to display the top of a thong she was wearing during a birthday party for Clinton's chief of staff. Though Lewinsky herself recognizes that it wasn't her proudest moment, she also knew that the event itself has been inscribed into Clintonian lore, and there's no denying it. She said in her interview with The Hollywood Reporter, "Listen, I would have loved to have been really selfish and said, that's great that you guys think we don't have to show that, fantastic, but I'm incredibly experienced in understanding how people see this story." Lewinsky also felt that she shouldn't get a pass because she's a producer, and that the scenario was one of damned if you do, damned if you don't, if she'd allowed the moment in question to be omitted, as it originally had been from the script. Lewinsky noted it would be, quote, "unfair to the team and to the project because it would leave everybody vulnerable." At the end of the day, for Lewinsky, honesty was the best policy. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite hot topics are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.